Hi, this is rture, and today I'm going to take a look at Bitcoin. It is the 10th of August 2021, and Bitcoin is at a key resistance level. So let's first start with the market structure and what's happened in the past. We had a 2-month long consolidation, and then Bitcoin squeezed out some shorts and had a big move up, which means it changed the trend, especially after this zone between 38k and 40k was retested as support and led to another move up. Right now, Bitcoin is at resistance at 46k, so that could lead to some pullback or some consolidation. And another thing that's pointing towards that is this Rsi Divergence, which shows that on the Rsi there is a lower high, but on price there is a higher high. That can signal a loss in momentum. Today we see a red candle, but there are still some hours left today, so it might even turn into a green candle. And the thing with Rsi divergences is that they really need to confirm with one or two red candles. But it's something to be aware of in this context, especially when price is at a resistance. So I'm going to give you a few scenarios we can definitely play. So the first one is that Bitcoin doesn't care about this resistance and doesn't care about this divergence and still shows that momentum. So one scenario would be flipping this resistance into support and then going for that next resistance of 51,000. And we can also look at that from a lower time frame and see that price is basically just consolidating below that resistance without any loss of strength. It's basically just going sideways and waiting for a direction. So if Bitcoin breaks out and can find acceptance above this 46k level, I think it can lead to another move up into the previous range. The second scenario I'm watching is that Bitcoin can consolidate at these levels, probably above 45k, maybe even above 44k, and that consolidation often leads to continuation to the upside. It's basically price changing hands. Some players are taking profit, others are accumulating, and in bullish trends that often means that price is not finding that selling pressure, and basically buyers are holding that price up, and eventually one side takes over. But in trends, it's good to assume that there's trend continuation and it will go up. Often I like to use a moving average like the 20 EMA, which can provide support in a trend like this. So I'm going to use that as a measurement if the trend is still intact and whether the consolidation is still valid. And basically this scenario would bring us something similar where 46k breaks, price gets above that level, finds acceptance above that level, and price runs towards 51k. The third scenario I'm watching is where Bitcoin pulls back towards some support level. Maybe it lost that momentum, it rejects this resistance, and that's where you look for the dip that you might want to buy. These support levels can come from, for example, moving averages. So this is the 100 MA, the yellow line, or the 20 EMA, the blue line. And as you can see, they are below price, and often in trends, price regresses back to that mean. And that's where it can find support. It's also a good sign that that 20 EMA is above the 100 MA, which signals that momentum to the upside, which confirms that this is a bullish move. In addition, we can look at the horizontal support levels The first one on the daily is at 40.6k. But if we zoom in, we can see that there is support on the 4-hour too, with the 42.5k level, and of course that 45k level over here. So there is quite some support, which if Bitcoin decides to break down, these can hold, and these might be the levels where buyers step in. But for now, I think Bitcoin is still consolidating. We can see it's not giving in, it's not really losing strength, and the break of that 46k level could lead to a move into that previous high time frame range and even to that resistance of 51k. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you know a little bit better which scenarios can act out on the Bitcoin chart and you know how to play them. If you need any help with your analysis, come visit us at thebirbnest.com and join our Discord.